Morning.
I thought you were talking to somebody outside just now.
I am talking to about 70,000 people.
I think you're a little too confident in 70,000 people.
Oh. Starting the day with insults. Okay. Oh, there's a truck behind us.
Yeah.
We'll go through the yard. It would have been your fault.
Of course.
Got me all flustered. So today's agenda is applying some fertilizer. So this is not the same oxbow we have been using. This is a different machine. This is a dual bin oxbow, meaning we can load up with potash and mez, bin 1, bin 2. It's also plumbed to use liquid. So you can take this whole bed assembly off, put a liquid tank on it. We're not doing that right now. We're just spraying some dry fertilizer. Basically, we are going to apply some of the smaller fields that we weren't really planning on strip tilling and just having those ready. For one, that'll help BJ, you know, give him some time to strip till some more, have some fields ready for Dad. We only have about 300 acres strip tilled, so we're a little bit behind there. We need to go get the fertilizer tender, so just put that up there if you want. So we did get an inch of rain over the last 2 days, so it is too wet to plant. We're probably going to unhook from the Avatar and sometime today or tomorrow and hook up to a piece of tillage equipment, because I really want to try to vertical till all of our corn stalks. I think it makes a better planting bed. And it rests on these red and black things, right?
It's gonna have to go probably all the way up. Push it on up. See. Go ahead and go clear up the latch.
Oh,
Slam it. All the reaches there.
Hey, that's the problem.
Okay. Oh boy.
Kelly, come pull on this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's budging, Dad.
Jesus God.
Why are you hiding behind me?
If that snaps off of there, I don't want to get hit.
Oh, it ain't gonna hurt that bad.
Yeah.
It just hurt for a while.
Workers' comp.
Who's paying that?
Little more. Now let it down a little. Let it down. Let it down. Let it down. Up, 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 up.
The second safety mechanism.
Just for YouTube. Just for YouTube, we got 2 safeties on.
So you got a ratchet strap
Same got on.
and we got a shovel.
Just for safety.
Yep.
YouTube safety. Got 2 latches. There. It's up that way. There you go. That's right. Oh,
You good?
maybe. Get the washer. Get the washer.
Alright, do it again.
Yeah. Well, we got it. This is the look of success.
What do you got? No broken fingers or smashed fingers. No blood.
Your weekly wash.
Just washing the evil GMOs off. You ever come over to do something real simple and get suckered into a job that should take 5 minutes and takes like an hour and a half? Yeah, me neither. So Dad's sprayer, the fill portal or whatever you want to call it, the fill hose is there on a hydraulic or a little shock absorber. That's what we were replacing there. But that's done. Now I just need to get a seed tender, which I don't know which barn it is. We gotta play musical barns here. Yeah, not in this one. Must be in the other one. Go get it, fill it up, and load that spreader. Yep, there she is. You walking or working?
Well,
So the skid steer adapter that allows us to use a smaller bucket, our skid steer bucket, on the telehandler, the adapter was froze up because we forgot to wash the adapter last year. We washed the telehandler really well and the buckets, none of that really corroded. Definitely forgot about the adapter. Well, Dad finally, he re-welded some pins on it, got it all freed up. So I'm gonna go over and grab that because the bucket that came with the JCB is too wide for the bins or the hoppers or whatever you want to call them on that box truck. And I might be able to just load directly onto the spreader with that smaller bucket. That would be way handier. Hopefully that works. So here is the dual bin. So it's just two whole separate systems. We got one conveyor and another one for this other bin. So I need to look and see what we're going to be applying the most of, I guess, before we load, because this bin is definitely bigger. This will be the first time I've ever used a Raven. Much prefer my ag leader just because I'm familiar with it, but we've had Ravens and sprayers before, just never this particular one, so it should work okay.
Afternoon, everybody. Well, this is first time I've been in front of the camera for a couple of weeks. I'd like to thank everyone for all the prayers and condolences, passing my wife. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Before that, she's fought dementia for the last couple, 3 years, really 3 years, really, or a little longer. And she fought right to the end. So I'd like to thank everybody again, and all the people that's got dementia or know somebody that's got or lost a loved one. You're in my prayers. We're gonna try to get some spraying done here today, May the 2nd. Brian's got a little bit of corn or beans in the ground. Don't have any corn in the ground yet. Way behind, and weather's hadn't cooperated with our things. We're spraying now the new hoop building over here. Got everything set up, working pretty good finally. Spraying bird down on this corn ground. We used to farm it the other way, back and forth over there. It wasn't very long rows, so we're farming the long way now. Kind of east and west. So it's just a little rough, not bad. Been right along putting on the bird down. Finally got some nice sunny weather, warming up. Stay like this for a while. Talk about rain tomorrow. It's a long ways up through there. It's not very long going north and south, so we thought we'd change it. A little bit more productive that way, hopefully. There'll be as many turns. It'll seem like all we got done doing here is going the short ways turning. Now, Brian's supposed to be spreading fertilizer, but he's having some problems figuring out they brought a different spreader, an Oxbow, and having some trouble getting it figured out, I guess. So Brian, or BJ's hauling corn till they close, and I think he's going to come down here, and I think it'll be dry enough to go ahead and strip till some more, I think. So we'll strip till another couple more days. That'd probably be it. Getting kind of late to do that, I think. Really too late now, but the way the weather is, we'll get some more moisture on it and settle it down. So that's what we'll do. That's why Brian's spreading some of it. We're not going to strip till for sure, so trying to get that done. So here's where the water was over, the high water from the river. That's a little small creek over there, a dry run they call it. It's always dry until it rains. Backs up, the river backs it up. We'll turn right up here because this other end of the field is where where the water, when the river got up a couple of years ago, where the water was so bad. We chisel plowed it and just didn't get it worked down very smooth, and boy, you can't, too rough to go crossways. That we tried it. So Brian's or BJ's already strip tilled it, so we just go right to the bottom of this hill here, then we'll turn around. Them rows are pretty long there, a lot longer than what they are down here where I'm at. But he's already strip tilled that, and I think he's going to come here. I think it's dry enough, hopefully tonight, to strip till down here. Finish this up. So we get turned around here, get locked on, hit the auto steer. Just about done here, a couple passes. Be done in this field. Start getting some point rows right through here.
Well, we just had a mild delay. Got a phone call while we were messing with this spreader that my daughter fell at the school, which is right there, and knocked her 2 front teeth out. Like chipped them real bad and all banged up, bloodied nose, all sorts of good stuff. So had to go save the day over there and get her all patched up. By patched up, I mean, well, we gave her an ice pack and she's sitting in the living room now. But anyways, back to spreading. Alright, here's our split products. We did not fill it, obviously. Just want to test this. We're going to a field right over there. But we got Mez 10 here, potash here. We might end up flipping those around. It seems like a lot of the fields are calling for more Mez than potash. You scared the crap out of me. Okay, so this has also a different controller, but luckily they were thinking of me. Sent me a big cheat sheet this time. So this is the same handle that's in Dad's sprayer. I assume this is in here because this machine also has a wet system for it where you can, you know, apply liquid. But this might take a little bit of getting used to. So we are in the field we call the log yard, and we're in the part of the log yard that used to have a pine forest in it, so it's very bumpy through here. I mean, you just find a lot of places where there used to be stumps. So, I mean, just a lot of little holes, like not holes in that you're going to lose an axle, but just like holes in that you're going to bottom your air seat out. It's pretty much rough in everything we run. I mean, you can see the divots in the ground from up here. It's one of the things that takes a lot of time to smooth out. I mean, it'll be smooth eventually, but this was a 13-acre pine forest that was dying, and whenever I bought this piece of property, it had been farmed before, we cut it, and now it's a productive field. But anyways, we're about out of mez, so that's my camera for my mez bin, because looking behind it, you cannot see the level of that bin. You can't tell when it's out. So we're gonna have to go get a little bit more mez. Here we go, we are empty on that one, so we need to get her filled back up. Luckily, we were able to get our skid steer adapter bracket to work, and we're able to use the smaller bucket, the skid steer bucket, dump right in now instead of having to use the tender, which is just one less step.
Evening, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Behind me in that cloud of dust is the Raptor. We are strip tilling today. Had some rain over the weekend, and yeah, I just kind of didn't know if we'd be able to get in the field today, but hauled a few loads of grain for lunch, and got the strip till bar loaded up. In the field we go, and it's quite a bit drier underneath there than what I would have imagined. The ground's working out pretty nice, I think. Throwing a good bit of dust. So today we are doing potash and mez, and you can see right there both products are applying. Top product there on the screen was mez, the bottom product is potash. I'm actually running a calibration right now, so I'm trying to make sure that we're putting on the appropriate amount of everything. Basically what I do is machine will tell me at the end of the pass here how much product how many pounds it thinks it put out, and then the scale, compare that to what the scale is actually measured, and adjust it from there. Easy peasy. So this field is about 200 acres, and we wanted to go a little bit different direction with the rows this year to try to streamline things and make things a little more productive during harvest. That end up there was still pretty rough. There's a ridge and it kind of drops down so you can't see it, but it's still pretty rough. We chisel plowed that last year, the year before, and it's still got some ridges in the ground, so it's going the old direction that way. After the corn comes off this year, might run a field cultivator through it and then hit it with the accelerator and try to get things smoothed up enough to make the whole field go this direction. Wouldn't believe we'd got about an inch of rain this weekend. All right, this has been an absolute cluster of a day. Ended up having to take Dax to a baseball game. Daughter had to go get her teeth fixed, so we're back. We're gonna spread. We're gonna see how good the lights are on this thing and get some stuff done. Well, they're not super bright, but they'll work. All right, we're gonna pull into this field here right beside the grain bins. I was really wanting to strip till this field. This field has never been strip tilled. The year that we strip tilled, and this was corn last, for whatever reason we spread it then too. I don't remember why, but more or less we're really just trying to strip till the big fields just because it's late. We want to get the most bang for our buck with that strip tiller, and me spreading these basically is just giving BJ a little bit of time to keep stripping and stay in front of that planter. So all these little patches right here, this is ground that just takes a long time to plant because you're always turning around. It's not real efficient fields. So we're going to spread about 100 acres right here, and that'll probably take that a whole day, whereas if that was in one big field it would take him like 3 hours. But get this spread off here, and then we'll probably end up working this into the ground. Like, I do like to incorporate our dry fertilizer, so we'll probably hit this with the vertical tillage tool at some point. But I'm starting to get the hang of this Raven. It's definitely not as I don't know. I'm really used to my ag leader system. I really like the ag leader.
After several phone calls, I mean, it took me a few hours to figure out how to use this thing, but getting in touch with the right people, I mean, I've kind of got a decent handle on it now, but it took a little while.
Alright, we're back, guys. A little bit darker. Sun's down, it's 9:40. And it's supposed to have some rain at about 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to try to get as much done as I can tonight. I'm not going to pull an all-nighter, but I think I've got enough to run me till about 2 a.m. So, run this tank out and call it a night. I would maybe try to reload, but the lights up on the platform where I load don't work. It's kind of hard to see what you're doing out there. So. Got back to the field about 10 minutes ago, running back and forth. A little unnerving when you look down through there and you don't know where the end is.
Alright, hopefully we come right back here tomorrow, but that's it for tonight. It's dark back here. I really can't see my bins anymore, and we need to move when we come back, so we're gonna call her quits.
Alright, well, we're done for the night. Out of fertilize. Back in the shed. See y'all tomorrow.